If you are a self-employed, whether a content creator for YouTube or a reseller, then you know that time is money. And today I learned that big lesson because I had to choose what to do with my time. So 2 adventures in one, a trip to a new to me auction and then to the Goodwill bins to see what treasures we could find and what to do with our time. Welcome to Paper and Moose. Folks, this is crazy. There's so much stuff here. Oh, how cute. I've got to spend wisely because this could become a crazy situation. Everyone that I've asked questions to has been so nice. I met a viewer, Mike, and he was nice giving me information, so that's a great start. Oh, there's so much stuff. Wait till you see everything else. I mean, this is only the beginning. You just bid. Why bother looking? These are amazing. Oh, look at the one with the dog. Oh, it's a Pete from Little Rascals. These are beautiful. Those are empty, but the first ones are worth it. Oh, look at those. Look how nice this is. This looks like it's in the Alps. It has to be. Oh my goodness. How? Well, this is gonna be a crapshoot. Whatever I bid on is what I bid on. Look how cool he is. These are, oh, there's the Eiffel Tower. These are military, World War I, I'm going to guess. Oh my goodness. This is amazing.
Okay.
This is amazing.
I'm looking for the either 124 or the 118.
Oh my goodness.
I think it's right. Yeah.
Oh, how cool. So these are tables outside, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to be out here because what I want is mostly inside. But they have 3 auctions going at the same exact time. So it can get pretty crazy, I think. Crazy, but I think a lot of fun. Really great. Well, here's a scrapbook. Cards, dried flowers, a lot of dried flowers. Wolfman.
These are just filled. Is that Halloween? It is. There's rings. This is pretty. Oh my gosh, there's even more. This is all stamps. Cards. More stamps. Oh, that's neat.
Ma'am, you said 50, right? 50? You said 50? 50, 50, 50, no? 25? 25, 30, 30, 35, 35, 35, good thing I'm a nice guy. 30, 35, 38, 35, 40, 40, 45, 45, 45, 45, yeah, 50, 50.
From the auction, I came to the Goodwill Outlet, so I'm going to head inside and maybe, hopefully, find some treasure there. If not, then it was a day of driving around, but I got to see some really pretty farmland, clothes hanging out on the line. Sure sign of spring, so let's get in there and see what treasures we can find inside. The bins, the bins. I found this guy. This is a vintage water bottle, not water bottle, hot water bottle in the shape of a cat. I thought it was pretty cute. I've never seen one of these before, made in good old US of A. Don't mind my gloves. I had to wear it backwards because I brought 2 right-handed gloves instead of a right and a left. It was quite a day. The pins were really a mishmash today. Good old vintage pound puppy. I still have mine. Not sure if those still do well online. I know they used to. But yeah, just a mishmash of stuff. I mean, it was a day. We have a woolly mammoth plush. That must have been Build-A-Bear because that looked very Build-A-Bearish. So again, you have your books, hardcover books at this Goodwill bin, 50 cents, I believe, and then softcover are $0.25. So you cannot go wrong if you're looking to buy books for yourself or even books to craft with. Cassette tapes, of course, and who is this? The Who, and of course a shoehorn. Every single Goodwill bins trip, I find a shoehorn. I probably should have looked at that Who tape a little bit more. That was a live one. I didn't even notice the cover when I was there. Plush, stuffed animals, sad footballs. I mean, little boxes. Nothing screaming out to me to save it besides that water bottle. Now, I wish I would have knowledge about 8-tracks. Are they back in? That looked like it was actually signed by that Ray guy. I don't know, though. But yes, our 8-tracks, what ones are collectible? What ones should you be on the lookout for? Because I'm sure that there are some that are worth a decent amount of money. And there were some fun 8-tracks in here, too. More cassette tapes. I did see the Freddy Krueger Phantom of the Opera. It's not worth that much online. I'd put it in my bag, and I was going to check later. Again, because some horror does very well. Dr. John, I did look him up. Nothing. So those went back into the bins later. But yes, this bin was full of 8-tracks. So if you know of any to be on the lookout for, let me know in the comments below. So yes, time is money, and I learned that today. Today was a fine example of what it is like to be self-employed. Being self-employed, you have one of the greatest gifts, and that is that you own your own time. You decide what you're going to do every day, what time you want to wake up, what time you get home, what time you go to bed. And with that decision, you also have to decide what you want to spend your time on and what is most productive for you. So I thought I would venture out to a new to me auction. It's about an hour and a half away. Big auction. It has been recommended to me. I mean, the paper and ephemera there, like, be still my heart. That was my dream. 3 auctions going on at the same time. very overwhelming, but everyone there was so nice. And I would just go up to a stranger, ask if they were a regular there. And when they said yes, I would inquire, where do I get my card at? How does the auction work? What do they put up on the block first? And everyone was more than nice to answer my questions. I met a viewer, Mike. Hello. It was nice to meet you. I hope you found some treasure today. But yes, everyone there was really, really nice. And that's one of the great perks of exploring different auctions. And if you're at an auction where the people are nice and friendly, then it's a great auction to attend. But yes, the paper there, unbelievable. That one table, table 26, was filled with nothing but photographs. Photo albums, loose photos, boxes of photos. That was like my dream come true right there. So I quickly learned that was going to take a while to get to. They get through about 4 tables an hour. Being that was table number 26, if my math was correct, allotting for maybe some tables taking a little bit longer, some tables taking a little bit shorter, I would have had to have waited between 5 and 6 hours for that table to come up. Other paper that had gone up before, those Victorian die cut and trade card albums, I bid, but the bidding just went up a little too much. Granted, afterwards I thought I probably could have plopped that, one album online for $200 on eBay and it may have sold. But I stepped out of bidding. I'm not, my pockets aren't deep enough yet, I think. So thinking that paper went for this amount. Paper at the other outside auction that wasn't even that great of paper, that went for a high amount. So I'm seeing that there's the trend here. Everyone loves ephemera, not just me. So I have that, and then I have the 5 to 6 hours that I have to wait, plus the hour and a half drive home. What am I going to do? Am I going to spend my whole day here, essentially, and wait for those photos? And what if the price is crazy and I don't bid, or I'm outbid? Then I would have wasted an entire day. And wasting an entire day equals wasted money, because I have a whole room full of stuff to list. I have packing for the flea market to do. I have editing YouTube videos. My Etsy shop is so lacking. So I made the decision and I left. Very hard to do, because in the back of your mind, I'm like, oh, what if those photo albums went for like $2 a piece? What were you thinking? The odds of that, I don't know. If any of you were there and they did go for that much, do not tell me. So I left, and the Goodwill bins were somewhat nearby. They were on my way home, so I went there. The bins were, as they say, dry today. Not much. So I spent an hour there, because I could not, again, justify spending 2 to 3 hours there. And what am I going to come home with, What did I come home with? Just a few things, nothing extravagant. I did find this cutie. Even the woman at the register said that this was adorable. This is a vintage water bottle, but it is in the shape of a cat. Made in USA on the bottom, the little cat face. It has one little rip right here, but it still has the topper in it. Looks to be in pretty nice shape. So I picked that guy up. Put it next to my little planter. I picked this up for myself. It's just another little money pouch. It was at Goodwill for $1.99. This probably didn't even cost me $0.25. It's never been used. You can never have enough of these for the flea market, and this one has teapots, kitchen utensils, and things like that on there. So I picked that guy up, and then I found a single dingle, or a single stitch shirt. This is actually in a bag with some like linen. So it's a wash and wear tag, needs no ironing, but this is a homemade single dingle. So on the front there is nothing, but on the back you have this great graphic Chevy, a modern way of moving, ES. So this should fit me. I just cannot dry it. So that was a fun find. But again, I'm not finding things that I'm going to be able to flip for $100, $40, $50. It just wasn't that kind of day. So I didn't want to stay at the bins either, knowing how much I had to get, how much I had to do when I got home. As resellers, there are many types of resellers. There are those that sell strictly online, those that sell on Facebook Marketplace, those that just dump all of their wares at the flea market. Everyone has their own kind of formula as to how they do work, but whatever avenue you are on as a reseller, or if you're self-employed in other means, you own a shop, you're a hairdresser, you do nails, you have to be aware of your time. And today really made me realize that. And I think that's why many people also question those that sell at the flea market, like myself and Taco Stacks, why we leave so early. I don't like staying at the flea market past 10 o'clock. Why? And we've said it many times, is because the amount of money that is brought in after, the rush of the other resellers, the rush of the main crowd, is very little. So are you going to sit at the flea market for 3 hours to make 20 bucks when you could be home listing online, doing something else more productive? I think for me the answer is quite easy. I'm going home. But yes, time is money. And as the spring keeps gearing up, and as we get into the summer, when there's going to be yard sales, rummage sales, estate sales, everyone has to be mindful of that, especially if you're in the reselling business. You have to make your maps, draw your paths, see what is going to get you the most bang for your buck, and go from there. So yes, a lesson today. I would like to go to that auction again, perhaps on a day when I think I'm more mentally prepared that you are going to be here all day. They do have food there, so that's plus, and I think they have baked goods. That's another plus. But yeah, it's just be mentally prepared. You're spending the whole day here. If you have stuff that you need to get done, do it the day before so that you can just enjoy being there, being at the auction, listening to the auctioneers, and just enjoying your time there. So I think for the future, that is what I have to do. And perhaps I'll get some paper there, but sad to have left and seen, all that beautiful paper there and not come home with anything, but, lesson learned, and I know for the next time to be more prepared. But now, since time is money, I have to go edit this video, try and get some stuff at least photographed for my Etsy shop, and also pack for the flea market. So away I go. I got my iced coffee. I'm ready. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this mishmash of a video. And yes, perhaps share any secrets or lessons that you have learned in the wide world of time is money and how you manage your time, and any tips or tricks you might have as a reseller or even a content creator for YouTube. YouTube is a long day. Over 3 hours in the car. That'll do that to you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this. I will see you all next time.